Netflix really nailed their live-action adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender, though it's not perfect and not as good as the animated series, which is impossible to achieve. Though it's 10 times better than the previous live-action adaptation movie back in 2010. And one of the best parts of Netflix's adaptation is the casting. No whitewashing or anything. However, did you know that not all the cast of Avatar: The Last Airbender looked the same in real life? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Also, if you stay tuned until the end, you will know who is the actor rumored to play Toph. And spoiler alert, she's perfect. And not only that, you will also know the status of Season 2 and 3.
I'm sorry if this is unexpected, but they are not able to announce a Season 2 because they would like to announce Season 2 and 3.
So we have a lot to uncover in this video, so keep watching. Top ex-Avatar: The Last Airbender actors who look so different in real life. Number 17, Utkarsh Ambudkar. As King Bumi from the Mindy Project to Free Guy, Utkarsh Ambudkar has appeared in a number of comedic projects. See, Utkarsh Ambudkar's face in real life is so different compared to the series because first, he's not 112 years old, so he needed a 4 to 6 hour procedure of makeup. And like Gordon, I will elaborate it later, so don't get confused. Utkarsh's role as Bumi is work of destiny because his son's name is Bumi.
This is a character called King Bumi, and he's an earthbender, and the mythos of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the fans are huge. It's like Star Wars, it's like Marvel. Sure. I mean, people really love it. And the other thing is like, I got the job because I was like, yo, it's meant to be. My son's name is Bumi. The character's name is King Bumi. You don't have another choice.
Number 16, Gordon Cormier as Aang.
I'm Gordon Cormier, and I play Aang in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Gordon Cormier really nailed his role as Aang. I mean, even though some fans don't like his acting, for me, and for the general audience, and of course for you, he did a great job. And from the moment we saw this photo, we knew the casting directors really did a great job. However, at the time he was 11 years old, and the shooting of Avatar: The Last Airbender started when he was 12. But now, just by looking and watching all his latest interviews and ATLA's promotion, we can clearly see how he's grown up.
We went into the boot camp, and I thought I was so prepared. I'm like, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna throw a few jabs, people are gonna be impressed. They laughed at me.
Also, if we're going to dig deep into it, he's not fit for his role as an airbender because, in real life, he's a skatebender. Yeah, Gordon Cormier is a master skatebender. Just take a look at this one. Dang, that was so cool, right? But do you know what's chillingly cool? Gordon Cormier playing Aang was a work of destiny. And this photo right here will give you goosebumps. Here's where it gets interesting. Jimmy Fallon noticed that behind Cormier's picture is something like wind or air. Then, after hearing it, Cormier explains.
You know what's crazy is I took that photo 2 minutes before I went into the interview for getting my first ever agent.
So it's before you even had an agent or anything?
Yeah, before that. So some people would say it's destiny, other people would say it's coincidence. I say it's coincidence, but it's a pretty awesome coincidence, right guys?
Number 15, Kyo as Qara.
I'm Ando, and I play Qara.
I mean, come on. This is one of the truest casting. A native character played by a true native actress? It's perfect, but Kyo's face from the series is somewhat soft and motherly. Well, that's what it's meant to be. However, if you're going to look at Kyo's interviews, you'll see she's grown up so much. She's matured so much, wearing mostly black, which complements her native beauty. Outside the Avatar universe, Kyo, who plays Qara, looks so different, especially with her sassy girl makeup on.
Yep. Hooray.
Number 14, Ian Ousley as Sokka.
Hi, I'm Ian Ousley, and I play Saka. You're not serious. Qara, no. There's no way you're getting me on that.
For Ian Ousley, he's the real Sokka walking with us on Earth. His love for comedy and his humor are real. However, in the series, Sokka doesn't even have the ability to bend, right? But in real life, he's a true firebender.
Wait, hold up, wait. I'm not fucking. That's fire.
Number 13. Dallas Liu is Prince Zuko.
What's up? I'm Dallas Liu, and I play Prince Zuko.
I must include Zuko as one of the cast members who look different in real life. Because, come on, this is Dallas Liu playing Zuko, who got a scar from Ozai. And this is him in real life, who got a bleach from Ozai. But come on, seriously, he nailed his role as Zuko because in real life, he's really a firebender who bends hotness. One fan commented on this performance as Zuko saying, "There's something we can all agree on, is that Dallas did an outstanding job as Zuko. Some writing may be questionable, some acting might have been not great, but This guy nailed every scene and dialogue he had. Number 12, Paul Sun-Young Lee as General Iroh. For Paul Sun-Young Lee, like Ian Ousley, Paul is the walking and talking Iroh in real life. Warm-hearted, caring, and always appreciating Dallas Liu, just like how Uncle Iroh cares for Zuko.
That was a priority. It's just making sure that the love that Iroh has for Zuko is front and center. Like, Dallas was amazing to work with, and all the episodes that I've seen too, I'm just so proud of him.
Paul is a comedian, and in my personal opinion, after watching all their interviews, he is a great and smooth talker. You will be drawn to his every word, and just like how much I love Iroh, I became a fan of Paul and will follow his career from now on. Number 11, Daniel Dae Kim as Fire Lord Ozai. When the whole cast of Netflix Avatar, The Last Airbender was announced, Kim as Ozai was one of the most accepted and perfect castings ever happened in the entire live-action adaptation. And after watching the series, the hype was real. He really nailed it, even off-screen, because on March 6th, almost 2 weeks after the premiere date, Kim is the one who's set to give the news to his co-stars whether Netflix Avatar The Last Airbender will have a season 2. And you won't believe how cruel Fire Lord Kim was. He said to his co-stars that, unfortunately, Netflix will not renew season 2. And the rest is a very Ozai thing.
Daniel, screw you. Why would you do this to us? So cruel. That is evil, man.
Well, Daniel, still in character playing mind games, giving everyone a daddy issue. Number 10, Ken Leung as Commander Zhao.
I play Commander Zhao, who then becomes Admiral Zhao.
For Ken Leung, well, his look is a bit different in real life because he usually has really short hair. And here's a fun fact about Ken. When he was auditioning for his role, he thought he was auditioning for the role of Avatar, The Legend of Blue.
When I first heard that it was for Avatar, I thought I was going to be blue.
Number 9, Maria Zhang as Suki. I don't have any words for Maria Zhang other than I love you. I mean, I was so happy with her as the choice for Suki. Even in the animation, Suki is ridiculously pretty and likable, and she channeled that. The touches to make her awkward in the live action were really good. Number 8, Elizabeth Yu as Princess Azula. First of all, did you know that Elizabeth is the girlfriend of Stranger Things superstar Gaetan Matarazzo? Yeah, right. And second of all, Yu looks completely different in real life because she usually wears a nose ring. Number 7, Kes Su as Gatso. Su really nailed his role as Gatso. He looks a bit different in real life because sometimes there's a side of him that looks younger and sometimes he looks much older. Number 6, Amber Midthunder as Princess Yu. Though the actress who played Princess Yu in the poorly received movie adaptation of Avatar The Last Airbender back in 2010 was prettier than Amber, Amber really hit the mark when she kissed our boy Sokka. Dang, after kissing Maria Zhang, now Amber? Ian Ousley got the best role in the series. Anyway, Amber's looks in real life are a bit different compared on screen, at least in this picture, right? Number 5, Yvonne Chapman as Avatar Kyoshi. Chapman really nailed her role as the fan favorite character, Kyoshi. I mean, she stole the whole show, man. But Chapman looks really different in real life. Well, she's always in makeup on screen, so you can't argue. And speaking of makeup, in her interview with Cold Collective Channel, Chapman gave a shout out to all the artists who tirelessly work on her makeup and her costume. She said,
shout out to the artists who created that. Head of makeup was Rita, head of hair was Julie, head of hair, the costume was Farnez. Like, I was asked actually at the premiere what was one of my most memorable moments of playing the role, and it was in the first costume fitting.
Number 4, C.S. Lee as Avatar Roku.
Forgive me! I couldn't resist. It's good to see you, Aang.
In the series, C.S. Lee has a lot of hair and a very long beard, but he looks so different in real life because he's bald. Number 3, James C. as the Cabbage Merchant. Well, for James C., he is the real Cabbage Man. He is his voice actor in the animated series, so...
My cabbage!
Number 2, Ard and Jo as June.
Things first.
This will not be complete without Ard and Jo because, come on, she's so badass in her role as Bounty Hunter June. She looks freakingly scary and truly resonates with her character. And in her real lifestyle and fashion, she kind of looks like June. And did you know that she rejected her role in Teen Wolf after finding out she would get paid less than her co-stars? Number 1, Migan Fairbrother as Avatar Roku. Migan Fairbrother certainly has the dashing looks of Avatar Roku, a short-lived avatar who lost his life to the infamous face stealer. He played his role insanely well. And god damn it, His eyes are so striking. He looks much more handsome in real life than in the series.
After I became the Avatar, I discovered dark spirits were on the verge of crossing over into our realm from the spirit world. So I spent my life fighting them.
Netflix's Avatar, The Last Airbender may have found its perfect Toph. First of all, I know that you can't wait to hear this out, so keep watching. Because a group called the Nexus Entertainment Studios, filled with talented stunt and fight coordinators from the Netflix show, decided to show us what Toph could look like in real life. And you won't believe it. They chose Diana Tsoy for the role. And wow, did she impress everyone. Diana stepped into Toph's shoes, or should I say bare feet, and showed us what she's made of. Nexus Entertainment Studios was thrilled to work with Diana, bringing together earthbending and some serious martial arts to create an amazing fight scene. They said, this project was an exciting challenge, and honestly, they nailed it. The video they made is stunning, with Diana capturing Toph's tough-as-nails attitude and incredible fighting skills. Diana's not new to the acting scene. She's been in The Good Doctor and Peter Pan and Wendy, proving she's got what it takes to bring characters to life, especially someone as unique as Toph. Plus, she's got the martial arts background, and just like the superhero Daredevil, she could train to play Toph, who's also blind, in a heartbeat.